Okay, hopefully... There we go. There we go. Okay, good. All right, sweet. So hopefully the internet plays nice and doesn't fuck up like it did just now, because that's the one fear I have with these things. But I was going to do this on Saturday. Didn't do this on Saturday because they left it in a box. They didn't give me access to it. They didn't just leave it in my apartment. But whatever. This, for people who are not aware of, is the Bokksu box. And it is May's Bokksu box. So I'm trying to go faster because the first Bokksu in March took an hour. The last one took 50 minutes or so. And hopefully this gets done in around the same amount of time frame. And if we have chat as we go along, then we have chat as we go along. But hey, I've got all my stuff ready. I'm amped as shit to just get this stuff and see what happens. Midori moments. Okay. So the term is Midori moments. So for those unaware, the idea is to open the box and just read along and see what we get. Try one of each of the sweets and then go with things. But we've got Midori moments. Culture Guide Volume 38. So, Midori moments. Spring has sprung, and with it comes rain. Yes, it's Japan's rainy season. At its peak, the chance of rain a day is around 45%. While the rain may not be pleasant while walking around a city, it gives this beautiful green flowers, plants, fruits, and vegetables. We wanted to celebrate all of this greenery with our Midori Green Moments box, packed with green snacks like matcha cakes and wasabi chips, and of course green tea. Because there's always green tea. And there's always time for green tea. So, as usual, we have our culture map. Let me get there. Sorry. I only do these once a month, so I'm still not great at the whole camera thing. But I try to do the best I can. These are actually my best performing things on YouTube, so I gotta try. Let's learn Japanese. Midori, green, supai, sour, niwa, garden. Okay, there was a character in SMT5 named Niwa. Now I know what that means. Suyu is rainy season. Okay, and then there are several lists. It's usually 10 to 15 different items. And actually, I'm going to take a look and see which one I probably want to do. The way it ends up happening is whatever is in the box is what in the order. And hopefully when we get to the bottom, then I can start making choices. But as has been the case, I tend to like the chocolatey things. I tend to like the rice crackers. If it's a soy-based cracker, a lot of salt. If there's like a Sakura Jello thing, hit or miss. Green teas, I'm good. Oh, this has a history of matcha thing in here. Are you enjoying your matcha flavored snacks? I will. Then food for thought. It says, what is matcha? How is matcha first cultivated? And what are other ways to use matcha? That's cool. Matcha comes from the Camellia sinensis. This is a tea plant generally grown in Uji City in Kyoto and Nishio in Aicha Prefecture. The green tea leaves are dried and ground into matcha powder. Matcha is revered for high quality, and there's two grades, one for cooking and one for ceremonial tea. Okay. How was it first cultivated? Well, the history of matcha green tea is not confirmed. It is believed to go back to 1191 AD, when a Zen monk from China traveled to the temple in Kyoto, Japan. He planted green tea seeds from Yunnan province in China and drank the powder made from them. Matcha was made in China before finding its way to Japan, which makes sense. And other uses. As you've seen in your box, matcha can be incorporated into cakes and even rice crackers, but almost anything could be matcha flavored. From Kit Kats, had those, they're not bad, to guacamole? All right. And hungry for more as they advertise more stuff. Because, of course, they do. And, all right, so obviously I'm going to be looking for their teas first. The Sachu March Yuzu Ryu Kucha. That's words. Green tea. So, yuzu peel. I think I've had that in one of the sets. So, get the picture. All right. So, we got the picture, and we'll find that. And, of course, we'll set everything aside. So, set that there. And we've got our gift. Thank you for being a Splendid Bokksu member. The earliest summer I remember in Japan, I've always loved walking around gardens and relaxing in onsens and hot springs and rainy seasons. We're curating awesome boxes, and keep your eyes on the Bokksu market in the coming weeks. All right. So, as usual, set that one aside. Let me load up a chat box just in case, because remember, this is on Twitch. I have not had anyone chat on this stuff yet. I'm setting it aside just in case we do. So, one sec. And again, I'm trying to make this quick. There we go. Pop out the chat and boom. So these I don't advertise because they're usually like impromptu. They just happen. So the hope is that they come impromptu, but they do what they can do, and like I do my best to advertise what I can as we can do it. And this is the Satsumarsh tea. Let's get that brewing. And I've had the green teas in the other 2 months, and they were very earthy. And I'm not going to doubt this is any different. There we go. And, yep, it smells very green. Smells very, very green. Obviously, my biggest concern doing this live is things falling off and breaking here. But, let's see, we've got melon. So, let's see what we've got here. So, Senbei crackers, always a good start. Okay. Furano melon cookie. These cat's tongue-shaped cookies sandwich a chocolate cream flavored with juicy red melons from Furano City, Hokkaido. Okay. So, while this is... While the water is boiling, we can at least have our first snack. I believe this is the cookie. And it has the... Yep, I can see the melon in there. And sorry if my other... camera is being a little finicky. I was expecting more of an Oreo-ish thing, but this is like a wafer thin. I like this. This is like a wafer. Think of it like a watermelon Oreo, as weird as that sounds, but in a wafer cookie kind of thing. All right, so we're already off to a good start. And let's pick Kubosu Nut Sable? Kubosu Nut Sable, okay. Looks like we've got multiples in there. And make sure. Okay, so they got that Financier Matcha as they did before. I don't remember. I think I liked it, but I also wasn't big on it. The Kubosu Nuts Sable Cookie. So there's that one. And Kubosu is a citrus fruit native to Oita Prefecture. Its sour juice is often used in place of vinegar in local cuisine, but it's great for flavoring buttery cookies. Okay. I like the idea of a buttery cookie, and this is going to have, it sounds like it's going to have a bit of a fruit flavor to it. So we open it, and, well, it's not any cookie I've ever seen before. It's got the layering in the middle instead of like normally with the layering you have it around it. But yeah, you can see it's got the thing in the middle all the way through. Not as sweet. It's a nice subtle. And again, matcha is going to make it slightly earthy in general. Whenever I've tasted these snacks, they've been earthy. And, dude, where are the shrimp chips? They were in last month. They were either in last month or they were in March. But this is a cookie. I'm sure they're in there somewhere. But we'll get to that. Needs more shrimp chips. I don't know. The box has what the box has. I can't control that. Oh, we've got a waffle. An Uji Matcha Waffle. So, let's go with it. Let's see what this is. Well, I could buy them. That's what the Bokksu market does. So anything you don't want, you can have them. Anything you do want, they can send it. Just turn it upside down. I don't know. I'm doing this on the fly. I just got home. I'm doing the best that I can with what I've got. So where was that apple? Waffle cookie. Okay, Uji Matcha Waffle cookie. That would be in control. Yeah, but then the box would fall over. That's the problem. So Uji Matcha Waffle cookie. This also sounds good. I like waffle cookies. 2 thick and crumbly waffle cookies encase a smooth and rich matcha-infused cream between their ridges. Mild bitterness is seamlessly integrated into the rich cream. I like the sounds of this. This could be a winner. I mean, the first one, the Ferrano cookie, was already a winner. And by the time this one's done, I think the tea will have brewed well. And we can get to that. And again, I am trying to move a little faster than I did the last couple of months. And it looks more like a ruffle chip than a waffle cookie. But yes, it's a cookie, but it looks more like ruffle chips. But I'm okay with that plan either way. And apparently there's matcha inside it. I can see it. Oh, this is an early favorite. But there's a second look into it. Then you can see the matcha. Nice sugar for the waffle. I said ruffles before. Think of a ruffle chip if it was a sweet instead of a savory, sour chip. A ruffle as a cookie. That's exactly what this tastes like. It's so good. I love it. This is an early winner. And yes, very, very crunchy. Hey, Games, we're just about to have some tea to go with this awesome waffle cookie. One sec. So apparently this has yuzu peel in it. So I'm expecting earthy citrus. And I was not wrong. I'm not a big fan of fruit-flavored teas, to be honest. But it's not so bad. I'm noticing in a lot of these, outside of most cases, you're going to have... Did you buy it from Japan? It's the Bokksu box. It's the Bokksu subscription. So I spent a hefty $50 a month, or I think if you do it annually, it's 40. I think it was like 40, 42. So a bit steep, but again, what else am I going to spend the money on? We'll save it for other streaming services, apparently. By the way, I just canceled my Netflix subscription because I never use it. More money for this. But let's set that aside and not bump into it while we keep going. Okay. Oh. This looks a little squishy. This feels a little squishy. What do we got here? Sudachi Gummy. And as usual, let's do our reading. Yes, I can read. Not Japanese, but I can read. I don't sound like it half the time, but I try. And again, that was the Satsumarshi green tea. And Sudachi Gummy. Okay. And let's see. There's a picture of it. Almost look pickly, I guess, but that's to be a look. Let's see. The Tokushima Sudachi Gummy. These tangy Tokushima Sudachi gummies pack a punch. Sudachi flavored snacks are rare, even in Japan. Well, they're rare. Sweet and sour, so... Oh, dear. But yes, I have these sent to me every month. You might have seen these in like the Anime Man or Aki Dearest or Sea Dog, VA, those people. They have Bokksu subscriptions or Sakurako, stuff like that. If you like Sakurako, that's cool. I went with Bokksu because they can actually deliver it to my place. But yeah, it looks like a gummy. And not too sour. It's like a lime jelly. I like it. Oh, this is... Certain things can be too sour. Certain things can be way too sour for my liking. This one, not so much. That one was good. That one was nice and good. So, matcha box here. Again, I'm trying to work with the space that I have. Again, I'm not doing this in super fancy HD or whatever. I'm trying to do... I just got home. I'm doing a thing. And, I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. So the Furano cookie was good. We've got... Actually, I haven't had a bad one yet. This could be the Senbei. Yeah, I'm trying to see the packaging, and I'm not seeing... This could be the Senbei. Because I haven't seen this packaging yet. Oh, no, it's the puffs. Okay. Okay, so it's a potato puff, it looks like. And... Is it these ones? It could be the Mayo Arare. I think it's this one, though. It's probably the Matcha Latte puffs. They look like potato puffs to me. So, lighter than air creations are made with mochi gome, glutinous rice. Its flavor perfectly encapsulates the experience of cozying up with a latte. Okay. Not a big fan of lattes, but here we go again with potato puff now that I know what it is. I don't even know how to describe that one. I need another one. Puffy sugar potato cake. It just melts. Put a little pressure on it, the cake just melts. And not as good as any of the other ones, but it's nice. It's just shuttle bus, subtle sugar flavor. But I liked it. And again, we've had some good ones so far. That's Okaki. I may have to start moving some things to make some space, but Okaki, I'm gonna try and open, because this was a big one. It might be a load-bearing, might be a part of a load-bearing thing here. It's not that one. It's the Genovese Okaki. Let's see, the best way I can get. Yeah, it's not the best way I can get. Because it's kind of on the edge there. It's not the best. But Genovese pesto is made with fresh basil, olive oil, and parmesan. Mouth-watering flavors with Okaki. Rice flavor made with mochi rice. And no, it's not a shrimp potato chip. Thank God. But it's definitely going to be savory. So, let's see here. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even get to my supper. I was just like, nope, I'm opening this stuff instead. So it's made of, looks like it's pesto and it's rice cracker. So, oh. It's like a very thick Cheeto if it was dusted with like olive oil. Think of like a pasta puff. That's the best way I would describe it. A pasta potato puff. This is good. So this was the Genovese Okaki. Okay. This was different. It was savory. So with that, I'm going to start doing some cleaning here. Make some space. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. So that was the Genovese Okaki. This is another one of the Sables. Was it? I think it was the same flavor. Just making sure I don't do anything. Okay, so there was the matcha again. All right, okay. This one's slightly different. It's like a gummy kind of thing. So, gonna see what we get here. And no, we've had that. We've had the gummy. Trying to find it via the packaging. It's not that one. This one I'm not gonna know. I guess I'm just gonna have to try it, aren't I? It's another one of those jellies. That's for sure. I'm gonna bet this is like a sweet and sour stick. And, yep, there we go. It is not sour at all. Think of like a grape Twizzler. like a white grape Twizzler, but shaped in a brick. That was good. I haven't had a bad thing yet. I'm really happy. More load bearing. Oh dear. We're getting some of the big stuff. And this big package is certainly big. So, again, I'm going to imagine that was the grape jelly. If I find it, I'll describe it. But for now, I'm going to be looking for a gift. And bite-sized jelly with apple flavor. Okay, that's what it was. It was the Kudamono Kotoba. It was an apple flavored. Okay. Well, that was a winner. A lot of these packages, I have a hard time narrowing it down because they have the packaging and yet they don't have it exactly because some of these things are big. And yes. Oh dear. I don't even know what to describe this. Is this a round cake? A donut with a missing donut hole? We're going to be looking, aren't we? So yes, let's see if I can find this guy. It's not the Senbei, for sure. It's not the Sesame. Not the... Oh, they do have a jelly in here. All right. Aha! Toritama Bokksu. Soft gluten-free cake with an earthy sweetness that only matcha can provide. Bokksu is known for many thin layers of batter that resemble a tree. Okay, we are eating a tree. Got it. But yes, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty, so things are starting to be load-bearing. And a silica gel, because of course there is. And here we go. Matcha cake. Exactly as it sounds. Not too sweet. Not too earthy, just right. I bet this pairs great with a tea. Sure does. But yes. Oh, ooh. When you soften it with a tea, wow, it's really, really good. Oh. Another big one. Okay. Let's see if I can find... Trying to find it. I'm having a lot of trouble finding a thing. Unless it's directly, unless the packaging is directly inside the thing. Okay. They look more like crackers. And I'll clean everything later when I'm off camera, obviously. A ring-shaped cracker cookie thing. Got holes in it. Let's see. Okay. Lotus root chips. Wasabi soy sauce. Oh dear. Soy sauce can be hit or miss. Lotus root is a crunchy vegetable, which is an exciting alternative to potato chips. These crisps are the perfect courier for spicy wasabi and sweet soy sauce. Oh dear. Wasabi and soy sauce. Well, here goes nothing. There's a soy, and I can taste a little bit of wasabi. It's not super spicy, thank God. And again, these are the Lotus root chips. And I'm going to spend a minute or two clearing some space. Okay, make sure I didn't drop anything. Good. Yay. And I'm back. Alright, we made it about half an hour, but I'm going super speed at this rate, so this looks like it's going to be a Senbei chip, or Senbei cracker, based on where it was. And obviously I'm going to eat a bunch of this and probably finish it all at the end of the day. We've got a Suka Matcha Senbei. It's another one of those kind of in the corner. It's kind of in the corner. Let's see if I can do a better job. Suka Matcha Senbei. Okay. Two of our favorite Japanese creations, matcha and rice crackers, team up for the shatteringly crisp Senbei. Dunk this matcha sugar-covered treat in green tea for a tasty afternoon. Or if you're Eri from Yakuza 7, like I'm playing right now, go check out my YouTube channel if you haven't. Go check out Yakuza if you haven't. She can beat the shit out of people with a Senbei. Because she works for a Senbei company. Like you do. And... okay. Very thick and very sugary. And looks like they didn't get all of it, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. I don't know about this one. The matcha is a bit too strong, and it doesn't work with the sugar as I was hoping it would. Or it's like they have a little bit of soy sauce in the cracker. It doesn't work as well. Still nice and sugary. I'm still going to eat it, but... This is the weakest, but when it's still good, that's a good sign for the entire box overall. Ring Financier. So we've had financiers before. Yeah, there we go. Got that. And Financier cakes are usually made with brown butter and almond flour. This incredibly moist version is flavored with premium matcha. At its center is a chocolate ganache that gives it pastry fullness and richness. Cool. I want it. I want it. I want it. And I also don't want this to fall, because there's still a few nice things probably left in here. If this thing will open. to take the silica gel off. Because, yes, if you eat that, you're probably in for a bad day. And Ring Financier said it's also got some chocolate in there. Oh, that is some thick sugary cream in there. Oh, the cream is what makes it. It's like a shortcake. Oh, that is so good. This box has been the best so far. In terms of, it hasn't had the highest of highs, but it also hasn't had the stuff I just didn't care for. And let's see. Kyo no Sato Negi Miso. Okay. And sorry, I was folding the package a little bit. This umami-rich miso of this snack tempers the typical sharpness of a scallion for a caramelized, edible snack. And Demon was wondering where the shrimp potato chips were. This is probably the closest we're going to get with that. But let's see. This is more of another Senbei cracker, looks like. And no matcha covering this time. This is just going to be miso. It was a couple months ago in my first box. There was one that had way too much soy sauce. This is a little bit nicer. Just straight salt everywhere. Soy and miso everywhere. Good. And the box itself will probably start falling at some point. So I have to make sure not to drop it. Oh. Okay. So these jellies have been hit or miss. And there's the jelly in there. So let's see. I think the one last month was better because it wasn't made with sakura leaves inside it. So, Kingwo Jelly, grape. Dive deep into this grape-flavored jelly and you'll find 2 goldfish-shaped candies. You could play the Japanese festival game Kingwo Suki. Diving for goldfish. Okay. So let me divvy this one up. So this definitely shaped quite differently than the other ones. I can see the candies in there. See if I can get one with the candies. Oh, the candies are thick. I don't know if I'm liking that. 'Cause the jelly isn't so bad. It's when they add extra stuff to it. very sugary. Oh, you get these get those green bits. They're very, very, very sugary. All right. Okay. So we've got 2 more things. And we're making amazing time, actually. So... this is the mayo amare. Okay. This was the mayo amare. Or arare. So. I could taste the mayo in there. Works for it too, though. If it wasn't a senbei, I don't know if it would work so well because it was a small rice cracker that actually works pretty good. And these look like the Sesame Balls. This is our last one. And as usual, hopefully we save them for last. You always hope you save the best for last. I don't know if there's a clear winner in this one, though. This was across the board, you know, aside from the jelly, which is just, there's stuff in the jelly. It's pretty good. So, Denroku Mame, Black Sesame. So, let's see. Maker Denroku dips tiny roasted peanuts in black sesame flavored... Oh, man. Black sesame flavored sugar. The result is a crispy and aromatic snack with sweet taste. Well, this is my supper, so let's see. And they said this was a peanut with some sugar on. Well, that's exactly what it is. Peanuts with some sugar. It's like matcha sugar. It's hard to... And there we go. It's funny, this camera here is better than that one today. But hey, it's better to have both. And yeah. Oh, hey. Why not, right? End the video in style. But, like I said, we're 3 for 3 when it comes to Bokksu videos, whatever, what have you. I spend $40 a month, and foibles aside, with shipping, they work great. Again, if you want Sakurako, Tokyo Treat, Bokksu, do whichever one you want. I highly recommend this stuff. And I thank you guys for watching these even a little bit. I know my setup is not advantageous to an unboxing, and this is what I have to use. So I'm doing the best I can, especially on short notice with like 10 or 15 minutes of setup. But I think I've got something that works. And again, I hope you guys do enjoy this, as I've definitely enjoyed using it, and people have definitely been more invested in these than any other videos I do. So we'll keep doing them every month. But I will see you guys next time.